Buonasera, paisani. Welcome to another Big Mamas Gather live right here on Instagram. As you can see, I got a nice sweater from a Mother's Love Foundation. Thank you very much. Guys, if you haven't followed them yet or you haven't heard about them, which I really doubt, please give them a follow. A Mother's Love Foundation. They're doing a lot of good in the community. They're helping the needy. They're helping the homeless. They're doing all kinds of great good deeds. They got a big heart, just like their name, a mother's love, and it's holding a heart. I love this shirt. I'm really rocking it. Thank you very much. And it's winter, so it keeps me warm. If you want to get merch, contact a Mother's Love Foundation. Now, every week I do a live. Why do I do it? I started this back in May because of this pandemic that's going on. And I thought of all the people who are feeling lonely, who are isolated, who don't have family, or who live alone. So I decided to start this live streaming on a weekly basis to encourage and inform and entertain everyone that's out there, all my followers. And so far, so good. It's going well. And at the same time, of course, I'm promoting local businesses, local small businesses that are struggling right now. And I've had the pleasure of meeting amazing creative people. I've met Asunta's Table. I've met Sweets Montreal. And of course, Uncle Joey's Catering. Now, if you haven't already ordered his bomboloni, you have to order because they are to die for. They are a delightful, tasty treat. They're fresh. He delivers them. And he's such a wonderful person. But he doesn't just do bombolonis. He makes cannolis, he makes i cartocci, he makes donuts, and he also caters food. So tonight, guess who's my guest? That's right, Uncle Joey, because I want him to tell you all about his catering business, how he started and what he's all about, and of course, how you can get your hands on a bomboloni. I mean, he doesn't put chocolate in them, he puts Nutella. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, it's hard to be on a diet with this guy in business. But it's all good. So let's invite Mr. Joey from Joey's Catering. Where is he? Let's get him. Let's find him. Let's find him. Let's find him. Uncle Joey's Catering. Come on. I'm excited to see what else he has to offer because all I've tasted was his bombolonis and his cannolis, and they're really amazing. Hi there. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, you keep treating me to these bombolonis, and it's hard to stay on a diet, but they are so good. And you brought them to me yesterday. Unfortunately, there's none left. So there's just a very clean box.
I should
They,
have brought more then.
I mean, my stepdaughter, my granddaughter, they all came over. They're like, "Oh no, you have the good ones." So they came over last night, and everything is gone. It's been devoured, and they're so tasty. I actually got my hands on one, and I ate it, and it's so fresh. It's just so. It's like a feast for your mouth. They're amazing, and your cannolis. I have to say, your cannoli dough is so light and flaky. It's not like the regular cannolis. I don't know if you make it yourself, but
I
they
do. I
are
make my own shells.
they are amazing, guys. If you haven't tasted it, you have to. You don't know what you're missing. You're losing out on a lot of flavor. So you started this business how long ago?
Well, I've been in the industry for a little over 20 years. I started my own business this year.
Okay.
Um, Unfortunately, with COVID that hit everywhere, everybody was out of work. So this was just something I just started doing on the side and ended up being my full-time gig.
There you go. And it's going well so far, right?
So far, so good. You know what? I really can't complain. I have a nice little clientele, and it gets bigger by the day and bigger by the week.
Absolutely. But besides the bomboloni and all these wonderful treats and sweets, you also cater food?
We cater food. We cater to all events, big and small.
Okay.
We do the majority of the Italian food. If it's Italian food, well, I can make it. We make different kinds of desserts. Um, it depends on really what you're looking for, but basically we can cater to all your needs, no problem.
Okay. And how long before do they have to order from you to get it ready for the day that they need it?
Well, preferably I'd like at least 1 day notice because
Okay.
none of my stuff is frozen. It's all fresh. I make everything to order,
Okay.
so I find it's tastes better, looks better. I don't like freezing stuff, so it's all made to order fresh. So
Wow.
preferably 24 hours ahead of time.
Yeah, perfect. Because I mean, when I tasted your bombolonis first time, second time, they are extremely fresh. It's like they just got done, and
Thank you.
I'm sure that's what you do. You make them and you deliver them. But right now, you have a store, but it's closed right now, correct?
It is, yes. Right now it is.
So you're working out of home.
For now, we have no choice. I got to work out of home.
Okay, and you deliver all over the island, off the island.
Well, I deliver all over the island. If it's a little off the island, there might be a small delivery charge, maybe a $10 delivery charge. But yeah, we can deliver all over the island of Montreal.
Okay, perfect. So we still don't know what's happening with the COVID, with the government for Christmas. But say somebody wants to cater a Christmas dinner, whether it's for the intimate family or if they're having people over, if we're going to be allowed to do that. How far ahead do they have to call? Because it is a big meal.
Well, technically for Christmas orders, I'm going to be putting up my Christmas menus on my website soon.
Okay.
I would like at least a week or two ahead of time for notice, so I can organize myself because obviously I'm working from home and I don't have the same room I have at my in my kitchen.
Okay.
So the organization is just a little bit harder when it's at home.
Yeah, of course. You don't have access to all the big equipment that you would have usually in your shop. Uh,
Exactly.
okay, so you make lasagna, you make the fish, you make the pasta. You make the meats? Do you do any meats, or you just work with pasta?
I do meats, I do pastas, I do fish. I can do trios of meats, being lamb, sausage, pork, beef. Uh, Basically, whatever's under the sun, I can make. It's not a problem.
Okay, and the sauce that you use, is it homemade sauce? Is it a bought sauce?
My tomato sauce is homemade. I don't
Homemade.
buy any of my tomatoes. I usually make my own sauce. So when it's tomato season, I'll do about 60, 70 bushels of tomatoes, and that's my sauce for the year.
Wow, that's fantastic. Okay, so if they want to find you, obviously the way I found you, it's Uncle Joey's Catering on
Unc
Instagram.
that's correct. Uncle Joey's Catering on Instagram, and we also have a Facebook page
Under the same name.
under the same name.
So Uncle Joey's Catering. I don't know why since the beginning I always call you Uncle Vinny because I guess it's because of my cousin Vinny. So now you're Uncle Vinny. It's just it's embroidered in my head, and I keep saying no, it's Joey. It's Joey. But listen, I have been privileged to meet you, to get to know you, to taste your food, and I already told you in private. I'm going to be ordering at least 4 dozens of donuts for
No problem.
Christmas. It,
Whatever you
it'll
need.
it'll be my Christmas gifts for everybody. If we can't get together, I'll just leave them in front of the door. I'm sure they're going to really appreciate it. And as you've seen, my stepdaughter Marlon really indulges in them. My granddaughter ate a whole bomboloni yesterday, and
I
I
saw
mean,
I saw the video.
yeah, she's just this little thing, but yet she managed to find space to eat it all. It's just so tasty. And when she saw me post that you brought me some, she's like, Nana, you better save me one. So I said, okay, I won't touch it. So they're really, really good and they're fresh. Like you say, you do them the day of. And
I do them the day of.
that's very important because the quality, you taste the quality, you know it hasn't been refrigerated or frozen. It's really truly fresh, and it's a feast for the mouth. It melts in your mouth. You taste the freshness and the originality in making your cannoli crust. I mean, usually a cannoli crust is a bit thicker, but you make it nice and thin and flaky and fluffy and crunchy, and it's just amazing. Like I
Thank you.
said, I don't know what other words to use besides it's a feast for your taste buds, for your mouth. It is truly amazing, and I want to congratulate you
Thank you.
on making these. I didn't even know what bombolonis were till you brought me them. I'm like, wow, where have I been? So, so you make pasta. Do you make pizza as well?
We do pizza, we do pasta, we do meats, we do desserts, we do it all. Like I said, always better to pre-order ahead of time.
Okay,
Actually, for the next 3 weeks, we're actually selling in NDG. We're set up a little spot in NDG at a cafe,
okay,
and we're selling live there. We're gonna be doing about a month of that.
okay.
Last weekend was our first weekend, and it was a real success. It was very busy. We had good sales, and you know what? I'm looking forward to the upcoming weeks.
For
I'm looking
sure.
forward to the upcoming holidays.
Wow, that's fantastic. And we're in NDG, so people know if if they're in the area or they want to come and see.
So if they're in NDG, we're at Cafe de Mercanti on Monkland Avenue, Monkland and Hingston.
Okay, there you go. So, guys, if you want to taste his bombolonis and his products, there you go. You got first dibs and first grabs. He's going to be there for what, 3 more weeks?
3 more weeks. This every weekend,
Every weekend for the next 3 weeks. So you guys
Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
they can purchase, they can taste, they can savor, they can choose.
whatever they want.
Fantastic. But you do this all on your own, like all this prepping and all this cooking, or do you have help?
Well, right now, unfortunately, with this COVID, I have been working alone.
Wow.
So there is days that I work throughout the nights and I don't sleep. So I'll wake up, for example, on Thursday morning, and I'll go to bed sometimes on Sunday night. I'll stay three
Wow.
days without sleep. Well, especially when I have lots of orders to fill, I'm alone. So I have to
Okay.
make all my fillings, I have to do all my doughs, I have to prepare all my sauces, and I'm using small kitchen equipment. So the timing is not the
Yeah, it
time is
doesn't.
a lot longer than usual would be in my
Yeah,
commercial kitchen.
exactly. It's not like the gas stoves and the convection ovens that, they cook faster. Wow. We have DAP016 saying, Uè, compare, direttamente dalla Sicilia, Agrigento. Ti sto guardando. Salutamu e viva la Sicilia. Okay, ciao, ciao. Uh, will you be doing it in St. Leonard area? Carmi Miliotto is asking, are you going to be doing this thing that you're doing in NDG in the St. Leo area?
We would like to do it in Saint Leo. We recently got into three of the Intermarchés here in Saint Leonard,
Oh,
Lagoria and RDP, and the two Lagorias in Saint Leonard, L'Angelier and Jarry.
fantastic.
Uncle Joey's products are sold at those three locations,
Really?
Bomboloni and Zeppelis as well. They are sold in the three locations. So if you guys want to, whatever it is, savor them, Intermarché carries all my products.
Oh, fantastic. I think you're getting a phone call. See, the order's already coming in. That's great. So, Intermarché has your products. I didn't know that. That's great. Do you want to answer that?
No.
Okay. Call back later.
Come back there, I'm busy.
Okay, so when you're gonna be doing, if you plan to do it in
Well, we plan to do it maybe at one of the Intermarchés here in Saint Leonard.
okay.
Um, it's gonna be before Christmas.
Okay, great.
So yeah, so if you guys wanna stop by, come and say hi, or come and try our products, you're more than welcome to come and say hi and come and taste.
Perfect. I have Patricia Gaudio saying, are your menus on your website?
They are on my Instagram page. There's a lot of stuff that I do make that is not on my Instagram page. But if there's anything that they want or any requests that they have, I can always accommodate and make whatever they like.
Wow. So you're really putting yourself out there and trying to please your clientele, which is amazing. Because sometimes when people have a certain menu or diet that they follow, it's hard to find food. And here you are offering yourself a one-man show to cater to everyone's needs and requirements. That's very amazing. Thank you. We'll look into it. So that's Patricia Gaudio. So there you go. You might have another customer calling you for food.
Perfect. My number's on Instagram.
There you go. So, is there anything else you'd like to share with the public?
Anything else about my business? No, maybe a little bit about my background.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, I grew up youngest of three children, and I learned the love of food from my dad, my late dad, who passed away 17 years ago. My dad was a great cook, and I think that's where I got most of my passion was from my dad. My
Okay.
dad, my nonnas and my nono, always in the kitchen. So I think I learned a little bit from everybody, and I just like I created my own style out of that, I guess.
Fantastic. And what part of Italy are you from?
We are from Cattolica Reclea, provincia di Agrigento.
Paisani siamo.
Siamo paesani allora.
Siamo paisani, yes. Because your last name is Triassi, right?
It is, yes.
Well, there you go. My husband is also a Triassi, and there's some kind of relation in there. But we won't get into that because it's going to take an hour. But so
We're
you
lucky if
see,
it takes an hour.
Tony Puti, Tonanno si chiamava. Yeah, yeah. Every time we cross roads with Paisani, it's always, come si chiamava to pa?
Yeah, and
And
then it's just hours of countless talking after.
yeah, and but it's nice to see that I'm supporting a fellow Paisan, a fellow Montrealer.
You
Most
know
of
what? I'm really honored to be here, and you know what? Thank you very much for this.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I mean, I try to put everyone out there to get them to be known and noticed because everyone is struggling, I don't want the big businesses to keep making money. I want the small businesses to survive and hopefully get through this epidemic. Because the way you support us by giving us what we need in food and tasty delights, you need our support to keep doing it. So
Exactly.
this is what my underlining point is when I do my lives and when I try to promote small businesses. I did I think 2 days worth of just posting local businesses because I want people to be aware that they don't have to go to McDonald's. There's other sources where it's healthier and it's more profitable for the person that's receiving uh,
Exactly.
the money that you're spending. So I want people to spend their money wisely, but also spend it towards helping one another.
And
And
keep in mind that whenever they do order, and if it's a dozen, I'll always add that extra one or two if I have more. I'm not afraid to give more.
yes, I see that you're very generous. You're very generous, and like you have a big heart. I could tell just by the vibe when I met you and when I talked to you that you're a very generous person. You don't count the you don't count the pieces one by one. You'll throw one in. You'll throw two in.
If I have to keep it and throw it in the garbage, I'd rather give it to the customer and let them enjoy it.
Exactly. We have Mayra Manzo saying, "Do you deliver in Laval? Thanks."
Yes, we deliver in Laval. We'll deliver all across the Montreal area and off the island as well.
Yeah, I remember the first time you delivered, and I did you a shout out. You delivered all the way to Longueuil.
That's correct. I've delivered to Longueuil. I've delivered to Valleyfield, Salabria Valleyfield. I've delivered to Vaudreuil. I don't think
Wow.
there's anywhere I haven't. The only place I haven't done is Ottawa yet.
Okay, well, we're gonna get you there. Don't worry, I'll get you in there. So I'm very happy to have you here. I hope that your business keeps growing, and I hope that you continue and start, getting more awareness and more business from the locals here in Montreal. I'd hate to see you shut down because I tasted your food and I'm your biggest fan, and so is my family.
Thank
Every
you.
time they talk to me, they're like, "When are you getting more?" And I'm like, "Could you relax? I gotta lose the 2 pounds first." So I mean, keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna keep promoting you. I'm gonna keep telling people all about you. You've got
Thank
a
you so
great
much.
product. You do it with your heart and soul, and I want to see you thrive and get through this pandemic successfully, so that you can go back to your business and open up, so people could come see you rather than you running around, and you have better access to your facilities in order to cater to everyone's needs.
Thank you. And you know what? Yeah, I will succeed.
Yes, you will. I see it. I see it. You're determined and you have a positive attitude, which is the most important thing to have. You're not discouraged, and all the power to you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
So I'm going to let you go. I want to thank you very much for being on my live. Guys, one more time, Uncle Joey's Catering. Please give him a follow. Check out his page. He's got his menu. He's got pictures of mouth-watering desserts. Christmas is coming. Order some stuff, help a fellow paisano, help a fellow Montrealer, and help support local businesses. We don't want to see this guy shut his doors. I don't want to see him shut his doors. So, guys, please support local. Thank you very much, Joey. All the
Thank you
best
very
to
much.
you, and
Thank you
I'll
so much.
I'll be seeing you real soon because I'm gonna put in another order soon. I know it.
Hey, looking forward to it.
Thank you. Ciao,
Bye bye,
ciao,
Bea. Thank you. Bye bye.
ciao.
Bye bye.
So there you go, guys. He's such a sweetheart. What a very nice man. Uh, he's very generous. He does what he does very well. He does it with his heart and soul. Rosie, hi Rosie, I love you too. Yes, Rosie, she's my biggest fan. Rosie Maraventano. This girl has been following me since the very beginning. She's my biggest fan. Shout out to Rosie. Ciao, ciao. So yeah, Uncle Vinny's catering. He does the bombolonis. That's what got my attention. He does cartocci. He does his own cannolis, his own cannoli crust. He makes all kinds of food in the sense of a meal. You can order your pasta, your fish, your meat, and he will cater to whatever specifications you need for your meal. Christmas is coming. Order from him. Give him a shout out. Give him a follow. Check out his page. It's all for the good of these businesses to be able to survive. And this is why I do what I do. And hopefully, I'm making you more aware of what's around you and the possibilities where you can get what you need. So thank you very much for watching. It is almost 8:30. Another shout out to A Mother's Love Foundation, thank you very much for the shirt. I'm nice and warm. I love it. If you guys want merch, please follow and connect with A Mother's Love Foundation. They're doing a lot of good things for a lot of people, struggling families, low-income families, the homeless, you name it, they've done it. Hi, love. You're awesome. Thank you, Tink. So next week, I'll be back for another live for your entertainment, for your information, with another interesting guest. So stay tuned, keep watching, keep joining me, and thank you for being my loyal viewers. E come sempre, ci vediamo presto. Salutamu, everybody.